1 in 5 women are not raped every year or sexually assaulted. That's laughably untrue. That statistic came from an old study where it was a college campus study where what they did is they called all the girls at college campuses. It wasn't even in person. It was through a phone call. And they asked, how often do you feel uncomfortable on campus? And that could mean a guy asking you on a date, asking for your number, asking for your social.
So just because you can make a video doesn't mean you should. And I know exactly what study he's talking about because that is part of the field in which I study. But I wonder, why does he care so much about this study? Oh, because he's the type of guy who will try to use rape analogies to discredit Black Lives Matter. The interesting thing, though, is when they try to discredit this study and know nothing actually about it. The study was created in 1976 by Dr. Mary Koss, a new professor at Kent State University. The initial survey that she did consisted of 13 questions, 12 of which talked about behavior that would be constituted legally as rape, but did not use the word rape. One question was, have you ever had sexual intercourse with a man that you did not want to because he used some degree of physical force? That's rape. The 13th question was initially intended to be a validation question, and the question was, have you been raped? Those are a little different than a man asking you out on a date or asking for your social media, which didn't even exist in 1976. The study was conducted with 3,800 female college students at Kent State University, and this showed an alarming trend that Koss referred to as the hidden rape victim, in which someone would answer yes to a question that shows they had legally been raped, but still answer no to the question of have you been raped. This caused Koss to redo the survey on a much larger scale. This time, 6,000 students across 32 different universities. Still, the main questions listing behavior instead of the word rape with a change to the final question. The final question had 4 possible answers. I don't feel I was victimized. I believe I was a victim of serious miscommunication. I believe I was a victim of another crime than rape. I believe I was a victim of rape. With this survey, 27% of women reported that they experienced a behavior that is legally defined as rape since the age 14. The majority of them being committed by a date or an acquaintance. If the behavior was attributed to a stranger, the percentage of women who answered, I was raped, was 55%. If the behavior was attributed to an acquaintance or a friend, it was 23%. This is why quoting FBI reported statistics in his video is inaccurate and dangerous, because the majority of victims do not report. It's still interesting that his default argument, though, is rape.